Yo, 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 this is your boy Fireworks, and welcome back. This is Snoopers Gonna Snoop YouTube channel. It's finally time to go see Megan 2.0, okay? So me and Dizzy are gonna go check it out. White Gold can't make it tonight, but that's okay because that way when it comes out on streaming, it'll be her first time watching, okay? So we're gonna go and check it out at Cinemark tonight. No, I didn't get any popcorn buckets because that's what I was talking about when I did my video. They're kind of expensive. Too expensive for what they were giving, and what I just bought from Regal is way worth it in comparison to what. But that's besides the fact. You know me, die-hard Megan fan here. I'm super excited to see her sequel. I've seen a lot of good things. I've heard some bad things, but the bad things that I've heard is like people are kind of upset that it's not horror, which if you watch the trailers, duh. I'm super excited to see how far this goes and see where the stakes end up. Do we get a third movie? Is this going to be a collaboration? I've seen on Twitter where Jason Blum was talking about how Saw and Megan can cross paths somehow, and I'm kind of like, that's interesting. I never thought about that. But again, like I said, me and Dizzy are going to go to the theater. I'm here for the intro. After we get out, you're going to get Dizzy, and then when I get back, it's time for spoilers, okay? So, yes, spoiler review. If you don't want to be spoiled, once I get to the end of the video, make sure you click off so that way you don't get spoiled, and then when you see the movie, you can come back and check out the review, okay? So, make sure you guys leaving a thumbs up and leaving a like. That way, whenever we do a video like this, you all will get them first, okay? So, again, Megan 2.0. I can't wait. I'll see you all on the other side. I'm Fireworks. This is Snoopers Gonna Snoop YouTube channel. And I'm back. All right, so we just got out of seeing Megan 2.0. How you feel? 2 thumbs up.
Bro, that shit had me weak. That shit had me weak the whole time, man. I caught some of the reviews beforehand, didn't get into no spoilers or nothing like that. But to me, like it wasn't the type of sequel that I was expecting for it to be. Like this was more like there was more comedy in this. Like I said, it was more wacky and everything. But they made the whole AI plot thing, a lot bigger. But like, because this wasn't like a straight up like horror movie like the first one was. But to me, I think that was actually like I think that was a better direction than just trying to go for like, like Megan possibly being upgraded, you know what I'm saying? And then like the next time around, she kills more people and it's tougher to stop her this time around. But I definitely did enjoy this because, like I said, it went in a different direction. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't afraid to take risks. Now those risks, you know what I'm saying, that's not going to work for everybody. And, given some of the reviews and everything, it looks like it hasn't worked for everybody.
Right.
The audience scores and stuff is still pretty solid. But if you are expecting anything like the first Megan though, I'm just gonna tell you right now, you know what I'm saying, like temper your expectations. But this was something that I enjoyed. This shit had me laughing the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Had me and him laughing the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Megan's more feisty this time around. And like I said, but everybody, the whole other cast, everybody else in the cast, you know what I'm saying, did a really good job too. Cole was a standout because Cole he kept failing, man. He kept failing, kept doing dumb shit or whatever, but he, you know what I'm saying, like I said, the silliness and the comedy and everything was more amped up. There were a little bit of horror elements in there, but I mean, it's not like the first film, and the way that the first film was more, you know what I'm saying, geared towards like being a horror film. The only way that there is like another horror franchise that I want to compare this to. I can't think of it right now, but as far as like when it comes to like subverting expectations for what you would expect from like a sequel in a horror franchise. But for me, this subverted my expectations in a good way though. So, but like I said, you know what I'm saying, I recommend it. Like I said, don't go into this thinking that it's going to be You know what I'm saying? Like just a regular like Megan sequel or whatever. But I had a good time with it. You know what I'm saying? We definitely had a good time with it. So I say go out and see it. If you like the first one, you know what I'm saying, you'll probably like this one too. Um, but like I said, don't go into it thinking that you're going to get a lot of the horror elements that you got from the first one. So, but yeah, nah, I fuck with it. I liked it.
All right, Snoopers, so welcome back. We got Dizzy's thoughts out of the theater, and I'm fresh out of Megan 2.0. Okay, so, y'all, I loved this movie. Megan franchise, I'm gonna be real. And you all see me in the reactions for the trailer, because y'all know I'm a big Megan fan. I'm absolutely in love with Megan. Because I love the dynamic that they took for this film, okay? So, people say there are not horror elements in this movie. There are some horror elements in this movie, okay? Nowhere near as much as the first film, but there are a few. But this is mostly like an action spy thriller, right? But the trailers mislead you, okay? So it's like, it's like, oh, they recreated Amelia. Megan come back to stop Amelia because that's all they got. Kinda. There's an entire AI rollout that's really, really dope. And they wrote it really, really well. Which kind of gives Megan this space to work, which I think was genius, okay? And watching the first film to this one, y'all, like, you're talking about something that's going to be fantastic for years down the road. And I think that this movie will shelf very well because of the AI rollout they chose to write in Megan. Bruh, Megan is funny as hell. And like first 5 minutes, bro, I was sold because of how funny it was. It was just funny as hell. They kind of picked back up from the past or the post world of Megan, with Gemma kind of like, going against AI and only wanting AI to be used for specific tools and things like that, and trying to keep people from using like Neuralink and all this different stuff. And then like this FBI government agency, I guess, got the files of Megan, and some guy recreated her. But in the end, it ends up being Gemma's fling / boyfriend, Christian, or however they said it in the damn movie, because he kept saying his name a certain way. But he was the one that kind of built Amelia to basically get this old robot AI tech, which is crazy. And I like the idea, because I think that's the idea that they might run with for the third film. And I caught it in there where they gave this story about, they thought that Amelia was set up to get this old black box AI shit from an older robot that basically they built a long time ago, that Megan wasn't the first like AI robot in this universe. And so this other robot has like a motherboard that they were trying to get. And Amelia, in a sense, wanted to be with the others instead of wanting to be with the humans. And Megan is still programmed to want to protect Katie. And they were going in and out of like, wanted to protect Katie. And then there was a moment that Katie and Megan had where Katie kind of pushed Megan to do it for the right reason, and kind of surpassing her programming. And I think that also there's a part in this movie where they kind of dive into how Megan feels, and instead of like it's all programming, they kind of added some type of small sprinkles of maybe this AI figure or this type of consciousness having some sort of feeling. And she expressed some sort of feeling in this, even when like Gemma was like, you don't feel, it was all procedure, it was all what I wrote in the code. Megan kind of felt some type of way. You could tell by how she reacted towards that. She felt some type of way. So I thought that was cool to kind of see it grow. I thought that Megan was dope in here. I thought that the action scenes were cool. The car scene was cool. I think the Amelia fight was really, really dope. And I think that the trailers mislead you, but in a great way. You know what I'm saying? I had so much. Me and Dizzy were weak the whole movie. We had a really, really good time. I can't wait to take a look at it again, especially it'll be White Gold's first time watching, y'all. Okay, so if you went to see Megan 2.0 this weekend, You all let us know in the comments how you felt about it. Were you someone who favored the new look, or would you have rather than went kind of horror? I think that if I'm going to compare these movies as of right now, like the first Smile and Smile 2. Smile 2 was on a way bigger scale, still in the horror genre, just a way bigger scale. Megan was horror, but then this just goes complete like thrill action thriller. Thrill action horror thriller. It's really weird how they kind of like weave all of these genres in this Megan movie, but it works so well. All right, so again, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. All right, so before I get out of here, make sure you guys are leaving a thumbs up and leaving a like if you're new here to the channel, and subscribe and tap the notification bell so when we do a video just like this one, you all will get them first. Okay, so of course, like I said, with Megan 2.0, it's, you know, streaming. We'll get White Gold in here so we can take a look at it again. All right, and again, we got more content on the way. All right, I'm Fireworks. This is Snoopers Gonna Snoop YouTube channel, and I'm out.